really proud of the guys for how they fought. We're trying to make it a fourth quarter game, and the first half kind of went according to plan. We're playing really good defense offensively. A little bit of a struggle, ineffectives on third down. Kind of cost us some drives in the first half, and then in the third quarter, couldn't really get anything going offensively. Again, struggling third down. They hit some big plays on us and started to control the line of scrimmage a little bit and dug ourselves a hole. But proud of the guys how they fought back. It wasn't the fourth quarter game that we envisioned, but we put ourselves back in a position to get a stop right there and have a chance to win the ball game. We'd like to get the stop, before 15 seconds, but unfortunately how the game ended right there. I couldn't tell what happened over there, but they ruled it a forward pass and then wasn't able to have one last chance to throw it in the end zone.
Kind of after you stalled for the longest of times, you were spurred on a little bit by desperation. Are you pleased with the way your team just didn't give up, and though it looked like you were out of the game, you made it a game?
Yeah. That's you play 60 minutes, and you see it every week when you watch games on TV. You just got the teams that play for 60 minutes usually have a chance at the end of the ball game if they continue to play. And I thought our guys did tonight. Kept playing. Guys stayed positive on both sides of the ball. Special teams really kept us in the ball game. Hayden Hunt's punting and then the 2 onside kicks. That's what you want. The game's never over. The score right there, make it 28-23. Had a chance at the 2-point. If we'd have converted that, I probably would have kicked the ball deep because all we needed was a field goal to tie. But we did convert. Decided to go for the third onside, and the odds of getting 3 onsides are not very good. But still, over 3 minutes and have 2 timeouts, we got a chance to stop them, and we got the ball back. We were going to get 2 plays and get a shot to the end zone, and unfortunately, it was a forward pass with a 10-second runoff.
Mike, did you get an explanation on when you stopped them on third down, why it took them so long for the official review of the spot?
I don't want to comment on that. I got to check. I got to check and see the ruling on what the time, the time of the game and everything. Administrative stop, has nothing to do with the clock. But I'm not sure. I'd really rather not comment on it.
Did you consider punting the ball with when 3.5 minutes are left? I mean, after you scored that other touchdown.
You mean kicking it deep?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the plan was if we would have converted the 2-point conversion and made it a 3-point ball game, we would have kicked it deep.
Okay.
And once we did get it down 5, we went ahead and went for the onside.
Okay.
You had some key drop passes in the game. Are those just the things that you really lament? Could they stop drives early in the game?
Yeah.
You just couldn't keep any consistency.
Yeah, we did. We did execute very well, and part of execution is catching the ball and making a tough catch. And then we went to the wrong side a couple times in our progression. But they do a lot of things defensively and confuse us a little bit. I thought we settled down, but you got to make plays against a team like this. They're going to score some points. They're very good offense, and the rally for us offensively just started a little bit too late.
Did you feel like they wore your defense down because they were on the field for so long?
Yeah, they were on the field a lot, and the kid, so they're off. The running back was on the field a long time too. Carried it 40 times, I believe. He's a great back, got good vision, good speed. So you'd like to be able to get your offense off the field, which we were able to do, and the defense has got to get some stops in those situations, which we weren't able to do.
Nick previously had problems with interceptions in big games. That didn't happen tonight. Did you see progress from him as a quarterback?
I thought he played. I thought early on was throwing the ball pretty good, and then I thought as the game went on, we got a little bit tight everywhere. Not just with Nick, and just trying almost too hard instead of letting the game, come to us and relax and play. I thought he played a really good fourth quarter, and I think that will give him confidence going into next week. He hadn't played in really since the first game. He played last week in the end of the third and fourth quarter, but it's tough coming off the bench a little bit. You've been sitting a little bit, but I thought he kind of. He's an older guy, but I thought he grew up there in the fourth quarter and relaxed and made some plays.
Is Calum one of those guys you're just waiting for him to get everything, to get it all? Because when he does get certain things, he's electric.
He is. And we I got to do a better job getting him the football and designing some things to get him the football. We tried to force a couple things to him, which cost us. But you saw what he could do when he gets the ball in his hand. He's got a chance to score every time, and he's a difference maker. So we got to find a way to get him the football.
Is that what impresses you? Are you impressed with McNichols? I mean, the fact that you kind of held him in check, but he just is patient and waits for his chance.
They do a good job. They were doing a nice job of freezing at the line of scrimmage and, checking to the run they wanted versus our look. And there were times we fit it right, and he was patient and went backside on the counter. I mean, we spilled it, and he still, cut back. Just a great back with speed. We got to get off blocks because a lot of times it was patient running in there, and him getting 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10 and 12. We got to get off some blocks on the backside.
Did you see what this team's capable of tonight? I mean, did they display?
Yeah, the message coming in, that this was a game that we were going to have to strain. They were going to put strain on us defensively because of what they do. They were going to put strain on us offensively, and we were going to have to withstand that strain, and we were going to have to strain ourselves to make some plays and make it a ball game. And my whole message was that we belong. You can't walk into this place and hand. They're a very good football team and great tradition, but hand them 21 points because of who they are. We belong. And then my message after the game was, there are no more victories, but I hope y'all understand what I've been saying, that you do belong and you can play with anybody. If we'll go out there and just play.
Could your defense really have played any better in the first 30 minutes?
No. They caught us in a blitz and had a matchup there right before half. Like we talked about earlier, offensively we could have helped our defense out.
Mm-hmm.
By getting some first downs and limited their opportunities offensively, because they're potent and they're bound to make a play. But 7-3 at halftime, that's what we talked about in our locker room. This is what we wanted. You got to give them credit coming out in the third quarter doing what they did.
Are you tempted to call a timeout when you see McNichols go out wide and it's Colorado that's coming out?
Yeah, it was, but it was a zone. We got to, we didn't execute the call correctly. Yes.
What was the atmosphere like in that locker room? 7-3, that's what you said you wanted, compared to the last couple of weeks where you were down a couple scores at half.
Well, I mean, it's like any locker room at halftime, to be honest. You go in and you talk to your guys, you make adjustments, and you talk about what you're going to do. This was a little bit different because I said this is how it was going to be at halftime. It was going to be a ball game, and we got to go out and play 30 more minutes. They just came out and executed better in the third quarter.